Robin. Welcome to week, I think, 4 or 5, I think it's 5, of virtual classes. As always, we're going to give it a couple minutes, let people join in, and we'll get started with our warm-up. Today we've got beam, floor, and trampoline, so be ready to get your balance on. Woo.
You got one person.
One person. All right. Hello, hello. Welcome. Glad you could make it to our virtual class, week 5. It's been 5 weeks. Wow. Anyway, like I said, just waiting for at least 3 people. I like to coach to a non-empty room. This is too awesome. Give it a couple more seconds. Someone's bound to join, I'm sure. Working on making eye contact with the camera. As I rewatch past videos, I realize I'm really bad at that. So, something I'm working on. Yeah. Week 5. How's your quarantine going? Leave some comments down below. I would love to see how y'all are occupying your time. I don't do a whole lot of much, so we have 3 people. Let's go ahead and get started.
Taliko is here.
Taliko, hi Taliko! Oh my gosh, I miss you! I'm gonna cry. Okay, let's get started with jumping jacks. Get your body warmed up, moving. If you're like me, you've been sitting all day and are happy to get moving. Taliko, I bet you've been moving all day anyway, so. Jumping jacks. Make sure your arms are reaching nice and tall. Don't get lazy and go like this.
They miss you too.
Yeah. Ready, jumping jacks. And switch it into high knees. Get those knees up as high as you can. Just running in place. If you want to make it a little more fun, you can go around in circles. And switch it to those butt kicks. And kick your bottom. Excellent. Now just kind of go side to side like a jumping jack, but not really. Alright. And next, to get you warmed up, let's do some frog jumps. You go down, big jump up, just like that. I cannot do a whole lot of these, so we're just gonna go to 10. Here comes like 5, 6. Good. Last one. Those are fun. Okay. And let's stretch. Arms nice big. Arm swings side to side. Make sure you're getting big open in the chest as you go back and crossing in the front. And now swing up and down. Making sure your arms go back as far as they can, both directions. And get that nice stretch in your shoulders. I meant to say this at the beginning, but just now remembered. What I want you to do with these arm swings is add a releve. So every time you go up, you're not jumping, but you're going to a controlled toe raise. Can the camera see my toes? Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, now big circles. Just gonna do 5 and then circle the opposite direction. Again, 5. And then what we're gonna do is go one at a time, like you're swimming. I find that this lets you get a little more pull in each arm and stretches a little better. So now, same thing, other way. Alright, take that arm, go straight across your chest, keep that elbow nice and straight, grab your wrist, pull it as close to you as you can. 9, 10, and switch arms, straight across, grab that wrist, pull it towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take it up. Arms up tall, you're going to touch your back. grab that elbow and pull it behind your head as far as you can. As always, if you can't quite reach that elbow, try to grab your hands instead and just pull as far as you can. And switch sides. 10. Arms up tall. You're gonna reach up as high as you can. Make yourself as tall as possible without going on your toes. Stretch through your back, your arms, your legs, everything, and reach down to your toes. Keep those legs nice and straight. See if you can go all the way. Bend your knees just a little bit, enough to get your hands on the floor, and try to push your legs straight from there. So this is about as far as I can go like that. It hurts, but it could hurt. So, alright, take it down to the floor, sit in your butterfly. If you want to tell me where you're flying to, I would love to see your responses. I think today I'm going to imaginary fly to France because I've always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. So I'm flying fast as I can. Push those wings / knees down to the floor. Get that stretch in your outer hip and lean down, nose over head to toes. Any comments? Taliko, where are you flying to? Alrighty. Point those legs straight out in front. Point your toes as hard as you can. Squeeze those legs. Squeeze them as hard as you can, parents. Try to pull your child's legs apart. Make sure they're not going to budge. And flex those toes up to the ceiling. Do it again. Squeezing really tight. One more time pointing. This time arms up. You're going to reach all the way forwards. Head down towards your knees. And hold till 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out. Big straddle. I feel like I'm actually going really fast for once. Alright. I'm gonna catch my breath real fast. Okay. Arms up tall. Actually, let's do this a little different today. So what I want you to do is put your arms out to the side, and instead of reaching to one side and holding, we're going to go back and forth, tapping your toes. So make sure your toes are staying pointed up. You don't want to let them go down as we reach over. So you can sit up next to a wall or something for this one. And we're going to keep your arms straight to the side. Try not to reach forwards or up too much, just straight to the side. And we're going to go tap, 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 tap. And then as we go, you're going to try to get little by little farther and farther away, and then walk it back up. Again, going side to side, getting a little bit of a stretch in your side. And now you're going to reach all the way over your head, get a big stretch in your side, all up there, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.75, 1.5, 1.25, 1, 0. Come back up. Arms back out. Touch the toe and reach all the way over your head. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out.
Taliko said New York.
New York, all right. Big city. All right, now walk those hands out as far as you can. And keep, as always, try to keep those knees and toe pointed up. You don't want to go down on the floor. Kind of takes away some of the stretch. Keep those up. And stand it up a little bit into your straddle split. Put those elbows down, slide all the way down into it as far as you can. Of course, if you can't go all the way down, then you're just going to hold yourself up wherever you are. Preferably, since y'all are intermediate, I want you on your elbows, not your hands. But I understand not everyone's got that flexibility, so it's all good. All right, to your knees. You're gonna do whichever lunge you want to do first. I always start on my good leg because that's just habit for me, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, doesn't really matter because we're gonna get to both. Alright, so as always, like, starts out straight so that you're gonna need the right angle when going to the lunge. Hands on your knee, push down. Make sure your knee is lined up with your ankle. You don't want it to be out here. You don't want to be way out there. You don't want your hips up here. Push those hips forwards and down. Getting that stretch all of your hip right here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten that front leg. Point your toes to the ceiling. We're going to reach down. Hands by your ankle. Nose to knee. And again, count to 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go back into a lunge, but this time it's going to be a little different. Instead of pushing your hips straight, I want you to bring your hands down to the floor and bring your foot up to match where your hands are. And your leg is going to kind of go out to the side. So you're getting more of the stretch on your inner leg here instead of your hip back there. So you're kind of turning that leg out just like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to do that on the other leg when you get there. And we're going to try that one where you pull your leg up again. I know it's been a while. I think I did this, I might have done it last week actually. But essentially it's the same normal lunge, except you're trying to hold your back leg up. It's easier to balance if your hips aren't pushed quite as far, but it's not really stretching as much. So you want to try to push your hips still forwards as best you can, but it's not stretching just here now. It's getting your whole front hamstring there. So if you can't go as far down with your leg still being up, that's okay. Because for me, I feel this one a lot more in my leg than my hip. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put it down. And go ahead and slide down into that split. Wow, it's a lot easier when you're nice and stretched out. Huh. Should do that more often. Alright, take it back up to your knee. We're going to put the other leg straight out in front. Hands on the thigh and lunge forwards. Push those hips forwards as much as you can. Straighten your front leg, toe up to the ceiling, reach it down, nose to knee. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to hold this because it feels so good. Yeah, okay. And then I think next I did this one. So again, your leg is going more out to the side this time. If you're not quite getting as much of a stretch here, you can put your arm under your leg like this and go down to your elbows. That pushes it even more. It's a weird angle to look at my leg. Alright, and back to your lunge. We're going to lift that back leg. And this is kind of hard to hold, especially if it's your bad leg like it is with mine. So if you want to go over to a wall to balance, that's totally fine. Again, just trying to get that stretch in your hamstring there. That is your hamstring, right? The front of your leg. If not, I'm sorry for teaching you the wrong anatomy. Okay. Alright, and slide down into the split. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Almost done. Then we'll head over to beam. Stretch those wrists, shake them out. Circles. Put them together if you want. Big circles like that. And palms up. Point them down. Push them down to the ground. Get that stretch all with your forearm there. Flip them over. Alright, now, last but not least, is your bridge. So if you cannot already do your back bends by yourself or with minimal help, then go ahead and just lay down and work your bridge by just doing a regular push-up to bridge. If you are able to do your back bend by yourself and are comfortable doing so on whatever floor you have or up on your bed or whatever, or if you can do it with minimal help, meaning like a hand is there but not really supporting you, or if parent knows how to spot it, that's fine. You do you, whatever you feel safe with. But I want you to do, if you're doing back bends, I don't want you to hold it. I want you to do 5. So you're going to go down and stand back up however you do it, and go down again and repeat 5 times. If you're just doing the push-up bridge, then you are going to hold it for 10 seconds. And on your 5th one, if you're doing the back bend, you are going to hold it for 3 seconds. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so like I said, you can do it standing or pushing down. I'm going to do just a couple standing to show you the stand back up and the drop down, how you're going to come out of it. So first, this is preferable, but I understand most of you will need help with it. It is very difficult. I am honestly very, very surprised I can still do it. It's probably muscle memory more so than actually being able to. So it's arms up, just like that, okay? Taliko, if you're still on, I bet you can do this. You just need a little bit of a rock, kind of like rock from your feet to your hands, and then mom help her just like hold the shoulders and pull up from there. She's totally got it now. All right, so again, instead of standing, you can just drop down, come up, and go back again. So those are your 2 choices there. Yeah. I'll give you a couple seconds to do that while I go grab my water and my notes. Alrighty, we've got what, like 5 people still on. Wow, yay! Alright, so we are heading over to beam now, and as usual, I'm just going to use the floor as my beam, since I'm sure that's what a lot of y'all are doing as well. Of course, if you do have a floor game at home, great for you, use it, even better. If not, no worries, you can use like just a piece of floor, you can use like the planks of wood if you've got wood floors anywhere. You can use the strip of tile if you've got those anywhere. Awesome! Virtual 5. Okay, straight out to the side, and come in, help them watch for their arms as they start to do more and more. They get tired and they slowly start to droop. Just keep the chest and arms up nice and tight, tall, and we're going to just kick your leg. Start in a nice tendu, so your toe is pointed, you're holding for like half a second, and lift. Step back to a tendu, and then take your step. So every time you're starting and finishing in that same position. So it's more of a leg lift than a kick, but that's okay. If this is kind of hard for you, then you can always make it a kick instead. That's fine too, it's whatever works for you. But doing it as more of a lift is definitely working and engaging more muscles, so it's a little bit more of a conditioning move along with a skill work. Going back, you're going to do the same thing. I'm going to switch it to kicks instead of lifts. Notice I'm not stopping in it, but I'm still passing that same tendu position as I step back down. Alright, so if you're doing this with me, perfect, you're going to do them again, because I forgot to say one thing. You want to make sure you're not leaning forward, you're not a duck, you know, you don't want to lean back. Liana, that's amazing. You'll get it, girl, I know you will. All right, next thing that we're gonna do is the leg lift. So it's essentially what we just did, except you're gonna hold it. So again, you can kick it if you want to, but it might be harder to stop because we're just gonna hold it for like 2 seconds. It doesn't have to be long, just like that. And again, you can always do the tendu, lift, down. That's in my opinion easier because you don't have to stop your leg. Oh, I should have turned that fan on too. Lift, 1, 2. Lift, 1, 2. I say that in my head and then I forget to say it out loud. Okay. Lift, 1, 2. Alright, and then going back, you're gonna actually do the opposite. For the sake of what we're doing today though, I want you to, never mind, scratch that. You're gonna do it on both legs. Well, I didn't actually say it yet, so I didn't technically let it in. Same idea though, tendu, lift, back down. Again, same with before, you want to make sure your chest isn't going way down as you bring your leg up. If you feel a slight pinch in your back, that's okay, you probably should, that's normal. Okay. My arms are more tired than anything, how about y'all? Y'all are stronger than me though. Alright, next thing that we're going to do is kind of difficult, so fair warning. I'm going to stand in front of the fan and let myself cool off as I explain it, and then I'll show you. Because I don't think I can talk and explain it and show at the same time. So, what you're going to do is a caterpillar walk. And how you're going to do that is on your beam or makeshift beam, whatever you're using, keep your feet together the whole time, and I want you to keep your hands together as if they were on a beam. So even if you're not on a small foreign surface of some kind, try to keep your hands connected or close together as best you can. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep your feet in one place. You're going to go down into a pike however far you can with your legs straight. So we all know from warm-up, I cannot go straight down, so that's not where I would start. If you were able to touch your toes with your legs straight, that is where you're going to start. Does that make sense? I can't see you, so I'm going to pretend like you're all nodding yes. Okay, so from there, you walk your hands, and only your hands, out as far as you can, and hold yourself there. And without moving your hands, you move only your feet back to that pike position. Okay, now that I'm a little cooled off and explained it, here's what it looks like. Like I said, you go down wherever you need to with your legs straight. So for me, that's right here. And I'm going to leave my feet exactly where they are. Walk your hands as far out as you can. Make sure you're keeping that hollow position. Keep your arms in your ears. That's as far as I can go. So then I walk my feet and only my feet back up to a pike position as close as I can and continue down. So sweaty. My head just rubbed all the sweat on my arm, and now my arm is wet. Gross. Not the sweat. Sweat is fine. It's just my arm being wet is gross. This is a lot more of an arm workout than I thought it was going to be. My arms are shaking, burning, which means yours probably are too, which is amazing. That's kind of the point. This is a really good workout. I don't think I can do any more. I am dead. Not literally dead. My arms are very tired. So keep going as many as you can. Whatever space you have, you want to go all the way down and back if it's a good size distance. If it's like really short, then do it a couple times. Yeah. I think I did maybe like 4. Sad. But try to do 8 to 10. Gosh, those are hard. Cameraman, you want to try? I want to see you try. Please, please, please. That's what I said about doing 10, because I want you to stop right now, because we're going to do them again with an addition to something, or adding something onto it, and I don't want you to be too tired. So stop where you're at, reset, shake your arms out, give them a little break, and we're going to do, I want to say 3 to 5 more, depending on how tired you got from that first round. I'm probably only going to do like 2, because like I said, my arms are already very tired. So what we're going to do is pretty much the exact same thing you just did, that caterpillar walk, and then once you're going to do 2, well, total of 4 kicks while you're in that. So you start in that pike position, like I said, you go all the way down. You're not going to go all the way like we were before, like that. You're just going to go to a kind of push-up hold position. And I want you to lift your leg and kick, just like that. Notice that I'm kind of shifting my hips and arms back as my leg comes up. That's how I want you to do it. You're going to do that on both legs. So 2 on each leg, then you walk your feet back up, do it again, only to that plank, kick, kick, other leg. You can tell which one I'm more flexible on, right? Just like that. So like I said, do anywhere between like 2 to 5. We're almost done. And I'm over here thinking I didn't plan enough. I planned too much. Better too much than too little though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I don't have time for that. I'll save that for the floor. Yeah, I'll take the rest. Okay, perfect. Well, you know what? No. Let's do one more. I don't want to say that, so I want to do that here. Alright, so the very last thing that we're going to do on beam, yeah, good time, is a handstand. Except, you're going to break what I've always told you and switch your legs. So you're going to come down with your good leg, so you kick up with your good leg as always, but then you're going to switch your legs in the air and step down with your bad foot. So if you've ever had me for more than 2 seconds, you know my rule, or like I don't like seeing this, but that's exactly what I'm asking you to do. So you're going to do your handstand, starting in that nice pretty lunge, get that lever that you all know, hands to the floor, except you're not actually going to do it all broken up like this, and floor, up, switch, and come back down. The more you can hold it up in the air, the better. You don't have to go to a full-fledged handstand and hold it for 5 seconds and then step down unless you are able to do that on your own. That's not what I'm asking for though. I just want that switch, and you're practicing pulling up as fast as you can. It's more about the chest than the hold. So notice I swing my chest up, my arms come up as fast as possible. That's what it's all about right now.
Annabelle is here.
Which Annabelle? I gotta see who it is. Hi Annabelle! I'm glad you could make it. We're almost done with beam, so you joined just in time to head over to floor actually. I don't know why I asked which Annabelle. I only know one Annabelle here. Going crazy. Alright, do a couple more of those. Switch legs, pull the chest up really fast. Just like that. And I'm going to start heading over to the floor as y'all finish those up. I can do this. Let me see the light with you. Okay. Use this thing. This is my couch because I'm not at home and I don't have a couch here. This is my couch. Okay, so first thing that we're gonna do, I want you to start building up some more muscle in your arms while you're gone. So you're gonna head over to your couch or your bed or whatever you have that is a low surface that you can use to put your feet up on. And we're going to do a handstand. Because it's not just a regular handstand. It's going to be a one-handed handstand. Which is why I want your feet raised and not like full-fledged handstands. That's really hard. If doing it with your feet raised is too difficult, then just do a big pike like this. So most of the weight is on your hands, but your feet are still there for balance, and we're going to hold it on one hand. Or, like I said, preferably, since we're intermediates, I want you to have your feet up, hips right over your hands, you can spread your legs for balance. In fact, that's going to make it a lot easier. And you're going to lift one hand, count to, let's start real easy and start with 5 seconds. Hold it, and then come down if you need to rest, and do it on the other arm. If 5 seconds is easy for you, try for 7. If 7 is still easy, try for 10. So on and so forth, whatever increments are right for you and your strength. Believe it or not, I totally used to be able to do this in a real handstand, and whew, not anymore. So I'm gonna be on the fake couch with y'all. So, whew. Starting with 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't need a break. I'm gonna switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So you get the idea. As you go more higher numbers, if you decide to need a break, that's fine. Take your break. If not, I mean, it's really the blood rush to the head more than the strength that needs a break. So I'm so sweaty. I can see it in the mirror. Do I look sweaty on camera? Gross. Not that sweat is gross. Sweat is fine. I keep saying gross, and I don't know why. Sweat's not really that gross. Except when it's on other people and you go give them a hug and then like you're just hugging their wet shirt. That's kind of gross. But sweat on yourself is not gross. Don't be ashamed of it. Alright, let's do it again. Let's go for 10 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll switch it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I don't think I could go longer than 10. That was really hard for me. So if you can do that easily, try maybe 12, 15, 17, 20 seconds, wherever you're at. All good. I'll give you like a minute to do that so you can do it on both sides. I doubt it'll take longer than that. Alright, 1 minute on the clock. Yeah, have fun. Oh, it's so far. Cool. This is my silly dance. Alright, still have 20 seconds, well like 15 really, to finish up those one-handed handstands. Do them as many times as you can, however long you can. I'm doing it again. I need to look at the camera. Whew. Bad habit of mine. Gotta get better at that. Working on it. Almost there, ladies. Time is up. You did it. Virtual 5. I am so proud of y'all. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is another conditioning thing to get some more strength in your abs and arms. So now you're going to take it down to the floor. You can do this in a push-up hold with your arms straight or in a plank down on your elbows. I'm going to do it on my elbows because I think it's easier like that. And as y'all have, yeah, anyway. Okay, so you're going to be down on your elbows or up in a push-up hold. Yeah, elbows. Okay, and what you're going to do is lift your arm just like that. Or you can, same thing, up here. You're just gonna lift it straight up to your ears. Actually, you know what? Push-up is easier. I lied. Just like that. If that is pretty easy for you, as it is not for me, you can add opposite arm and leg. So not only are you lifting your arm straight up, you're also lifting your leg up off the floor, like so. Again, you can spread your legs for balance or keep them together either way, just like that. And again, the same thing can be done on a plank. I thought it would be easier. It's not. So if you want more of a challenge, go down into a plank. Harder for some reason. Can't tell you why. I'm sure there's a reason, but I don't know it. Yeah. So let's do 5 of those on each side, so a total of 10. If that's easy for you, feel free to keep going. No need to stop there. If you're watching this in the future on YouTube, future man or woman, you just pause it and take your time on it however long you want to do it for. So we're going to do 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot to say, make sure your hips are staying down. I'm already doing a bad job at that. Don't let your hips come up like this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Shake it out. Do your silly dance. Wiggle. And that is it for conditioning for floor. Next thing that we're going to do is back leg up. What did I mean by that? Oh, I know what I meant by that. Okay. I write my notes in shorthand, thinking I'll remember later, and you know, sometimes I don't. So, alright, Cameron, if you can come to this side, I'll be twisting that way. Actually, maybe we can do it this. Okay, so you're gonna start on your good leg with your arms up in your ears, starting just with your leg up. Not necessarily in a lever yet, just up. Again, it can be up on your couch, like before. Alright, so what we're going to do is lean down to your lever. You don't have to move your leg, just your chest. And you're going to twist as if going into a cartwheel. Just like that. And come back up. That's it. You're not kicking, you're not jumping. It's just chest down, turn back, and up. And then you're going to do 5 on your good side. And then switch sides. Harder to balance on this side. Same idea. Going down, twist, close, open. Down, twist, square, open. If you don't know, this is called squaring your hips. So in gymnastics, when you land your round off or your cartwheel, you always want your hips facing the way you came. And in your splits, keeping the hips facing one direction, it's just called keeping your hips square. So that's what this is practicing right here. So you're square, you turn because that's how you want your cartwheel, and then you square back up to land. So that's the whole point of this one. So if it's hard for you to balance, you can always put your hand out on a wall, go down, open, close, up. It's a lot easier with your hand out instead of up, but obviously in the cartwheel we don't do cartwheels like this. That'd be pretty crazy. So 5 on each side. Doing it again. Camera. 5 on each side. Okay. Yeah, so. Giving y'all time to do that. I'm not just sitting here in awkward silence, I promise. So y'all should be doing that whole turn thing. If you don't have something that you can put your feet on, you can try to do it without it. Just lever, open, close, back up. I think that's a lot harder because it requires a lot more balance on one foot. You don't have the couch to support you. But if that's what you gotta do, that's what you gotta do. So do what works, whatever means you have. It's all good. I'm just happy that you're doing something, because this is a very long break. And coming back from not working at all is definitely going to be a lot worse than coming back from doing some minimal stuff at home. So, good for you for doing this stuff. Super proud coach. Alright, next thing that we're going to do, if you have space, if not, head out to your backyard, front yard, curb, whatever, wherever you have space, or not, whatever, quarantine, feel safe. We're going to do a knee lunge cartwheel, I guess I would call it. Knee cartwheel? Knee lunge cartwheel? Let's just call it knee cartwheel. So you're going to go down to your knee, just like we were about to start our split stuff. So cameraman, you might want to be a little farther away because I am doing a full cartwheel. So, starting with your good leg up, sitting on your bad leg. Ideally, you don't want to start like this. However, as a first timer doing these, it is a little easier to get the momentum pushing like that. However, that's bad for your knee, so you want your knee out more, just like when we do our splits. Arms start up, as always. If you need a little extra oomph, you can start down and use them to push up. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. You can start with your arms here or here. Again, totally up to you depending on what you need to get yourself over. And we're just going to practice that kick up to your good leg. So I'm going to do it with my arms up because that's how I do knee cartwheels. You go up and back down, just like that. Try to pull that leg as hard as you can. And notice I'm getting a slight twist with my hips and my hands, getting ready for that cartwheel. Once you feel like you're mentally prepared for that, and physically, like your body feels ready for it, you're gonna go, can you see me? Can you see me like 3 feet that way? Okay, so you're gonna go all the way to your cartwheel. My knee hurts, so I'm gonna do it on my other leg. I don't know if I can do it on this leg, but this knee hurts, so. Oh. Bad leg knee cartwheel. Self 5. That was not very good. I'm going to go back to the painful side. Just like that. I make it look so easy, right? It's not. Don't feel bad if it looks a little more like this. I promise. I started there too. So yeah. Just like that. Do 3 more of those from wherever you ended. Alright, a couple more things. We got 2 more. What time is it? Okay. 2 more things on floor, and then we're going to head over to the trampoline. Excuse me. Alright. So, for our next one, this is kind of where the whole one-handed strength was coming in before. Because what I want you to do is a one-handed cartwheel. Again, if you don't have space for this in your home or in backyard, wherever you are, then obviously skip it. I want you to be safe. I don't want you worrying about hitting favorite lamp or something. So yeah, just make sure you have space to be doing this. Don't go breaking stuff. If you've never done a one-handed cartwheel before, don't worry about it. Just do regular cartwheels. Practice what you know. You can try the cartwheel step in, which is this. Or you can kind of do the one-handed, but keep your hand like there in case, or however you need to do it. Don't feel like you have to do a one-handed cartwheel just because I'm telling you to. If you're not ready for that, don't do it. Okay, your safety is always #1 priority, even when you're not here with me. But if you can do a one-handed cartwheel, that's exactly what we're going to do. So you can put your hand behind your back, put it on your hip, you can put it around your chest, hips, wherever you want to do it. I honestly don't even know where mine ends up. I feel like I just keep it straight. see. Well, I'm going to be thinking about it, so it's going to end up wherever I think about, so whatever. It doesn't really matter where your second hand goes. All that matters is all the weight is on your probably good arm. You don't want to do your good foot cartwheel with your bad arm. It does not work very well. Trust me, I've done it. It's not good. So, regular cartwheel just with one arm. I'm just trying to show you different places you can put your hand. In my opinion, behind the back is hardest because that opens the shoulder a little weird to me, and that makes me twist a little strange. I'm not used to it. So I think my favorite was either here or here, but whatever works for you. I've seen a lot of kids do behind the back, so if that's comfortable for you, do it. Yeah, I like it like here. Alright, so that's just me though. So you're doing about 5-ish of those, and then the very last thing that we're gonna do is a handstand cartwheel hold thing, kind of how we do on beam for your dismount. So you're gonna go to a wall, or you could potentially use your couch or your bed if it's tall enough. I used to have a bunk bed, and I would do this up by the ladder when I was younger. So if you have somewhere like that, you could do it. That works. Just make sure that it's in a safe place where there's nothing sharp and dangerous that you can come down on. I'm going to use this mat here, even though it's crooked. I don't care, because I can do this easily. So, we're going to pretend like this is a straight wall. And we're going to do a cartwheel. So you want to do it where your hips and tummy are going to be facing the wall once you're in your handstand. So if you're a lefty, you need to have it on your right side. If you're a righty, you need to have the wall on your left side. Okay? So you start like a cartwheel, but you're going to finish in a handstand. You can keep your legs apart or pull them together, whichever way you prefer. And just step back down the way you came, or finish out the cartwheel going the opposite direction if you have space in that direction to do so. Like I said, when I used to do this on my bunk bed when I was little, I had a door on the other side, so I could not do that. It would not be safe. So I would come back the other way. Yep, yep. I want you to do 3 of those, or 5, 3 to 5. See you on the next one. So has to go. Okay, bye, Taliko. I bet you're already off, but I miss you. Oh my gosh, it's already 6:50. Whew. I'll do a quick trampoline. In fact, I don't even need to go to trampoline because I don't like trampoline without a trampoline is hard. So I'm just gonna do it right here. So for a trampoline, what I want you to do is simply practice saying your stretch, tuck, and straddle jumps. So I mean, y'all are an intermediate. I really hope that you know what your stretch, tuck, and straddle jumps are by now. But if not, here's a reminder. The stretch jump, tuck jump, straddle jump. Just like that, okay? Do 3 of each in place, and then you're gonna try to put them together. So once you do 3, just 1, 2, 3, and then 3 tuck, 3 straddle. Then I want you to try to do it consecutive bounces. So of course I know this is easier on a bouncy floor, or better yet, a trampoline. However, I know you don't always have that. So if it's hard for you to get that bounce to do consecutive jumps, don't worry too much about it, just do the best you can. Of course I'm on a bouncy floor, so it's gonna help me a lot, but this is what I'm kind of going for. So I want you to do that step hurdle punch that we do on trampoline. You're going to go stretch, tuck, freeze. And then you can try it with stretch, straddle, tuck, straddle, stretch, straddle, straddle, stretch, straddle, tuck. Whatever combination you want to do. Play around with it. Make it fun. You could play a game with it. You could do add-on. If you've ever played that with me, it's one of my favorite trampoline games. All you have to do is, like, you take turns doing a skill. In this case, you're just working with your jumps. So you do, like, one person does a stretch jump, Second person goes, they do that same stretch jump and they add something, let's say a tuck jump. Then the first person goes again, they do a stretch jump and a tuck jump and add something, so on and so forth. So I think the longest standing one I've ever played here with my kids was 15, and I'm pretty sure that was during summer camp. So I really hope we get to open for summer camp. It's so much fun. Yeah. So have fun with that. Make it some combos. You can add on. I got some time. So in addition to that, what you're gonna do for trampoline is practice that hurdle. So I kind of already said it with the jump, but you're gonna practice that step, bad foot, hurdle, good foot, punch on both feet. Same as you do on vault and trampoline. So it's just one jump and a bounce. And that's again where you can add in all the jumps and stuff. And then also want to go over your power hurdle one more time, because I'm really hoping y'all will come back and know this. So you start with feet together, your arms start down, your arms and your legs are where you get all your power. So they got to work together to swing forward, pushing all your momentum into your skill. However, we're going to freeze and just do the step out. So feet together, jump, bad foot, good foot, freeze. Arms and legs together, bad foot, good foot, freeze. Just like that. And of course, this would go into a cartwheel or a round off or a front handspring or a front foot or whatever. But for the sake of today, that is it. So, like I said, that's it for trampoline. I know, super short and sweet. I was going to elaborate more, but I spent a lot longer on floor and beam than I meant to. Whoops. So, but that's okay. For the game, for your last 5 minutes of free time, we're going to play, I don't really know what to call it, so I'm just going to call it Alphabet Soup. So essentially what you're going to do is either try to come up with, Google, or do a skill for every letter of the alphabet. So if you don't know any, that's where you can Google it. Of course, y'all may or may not know like every skill under the umbrella of gymnastics. So it doesn't have to be just skills. It could be mats, if you know what their mats are called, or maybe just something funny that happened in gymnastics. Tell your parents about a story that that letter reminds you of. For example, the letter Q reminds me of this one time in class. I'm pretty sure it was my intermediate. No, maybe not. I forget which class it was, but they were arguing over how to pronounce water in Spanish. So there was just like 20 minutes back and forth of, no, it's agua, no, it's agua, no, it's agua, no, it's agua. So the letter Q reminds me of that for some reason, and that's something gymnastics related. So it could be something like that, or it could be an actual skill, like for C, cartwheel, stuff like that. So you're just going through the alphabet. A, aerial. B, balance beam. C, cartwheel. And of course, for anything that you can do, like a cartwheel, do it! Throw in a cartwheel! D, the big black. I don't know, that's not a real thing. Don't use that. Let's see, D. What's a D gymnastics thing? Daring skills. I don't know. My mind is going blank. I can't think of any words that start with a D. Diamond. Ooh, diamond. Like a butterfly, but in a diamond shape. There you go. Finally thought of one. That took me way too long. E. This is sad, Coach Robin. I'll leave the game to y'all. Have fun with that. Again, if you can't think of anything, you can Google it. Whatever skills you can think of, or if you have to search it and you find one that you can do, go ahead and do it if it's within your capabilities. If you don't know how to do it, and I hesitate to say this, but don't try to teach yourself at home unless it's something that you know is within your capability. You just haven't learned it. If that makes sense. I say that very cautiously. So Anyway, alphabet soup! Gymnastics version. Fun times. Alright, that is all the time we have. Well, technically we have 3 minutes, but it's fine. That's all I have for you. Have fun with this game. I hope you enjoyed the class, and I will see you next time.